Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I am Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash the subscribe button now. And I'm sorry that I have been a little away. I posted my last video on Monday. My health has been a little up and down, but I just thought I'll record a video anyway today. So today the movie that I am going to be reviewing is the Malayalam film Oruthee, which is again recommended by one of our subscribers, Chaco. So Chaco, if you're watching this video, then thank you so much for your recommendation. And Oruthi is based on a true incident about a woman who has to go through a lot to arrange the funds for a child who is in the hospital, and there are many hurdles that she has to cross, including some being social ones and some being against the authorities. So I felt that firstly I had no clue about what this film was about before going into the film. I did not watch its trailer or I knew very little about the film. Rather, I hadn't heard about the film, to be honest, except that Chaco, one of our subscribers, had recommended it. And when I went ahead, I mean, being a Malayalam film, it was inspiration anyway for me to go and watch it. So my first thoughts are that the story is extremely hard hitting and it is fast paced. When you have a screenplay of under 2 hours, you know that the writers are not willing to waste too much time on it, and they are going to get to the point fast. So the opening sequence that is there, you get to know, you get familiar with an honest cop who is tied down by the system, and there is a sense of tension that is brewing inside him, and then you also get later introduced to the protagonist and a family, her daughter, her mother-in-law. There's a husband also who's working elsewhere and is not staying with them. He's working elsewhere till you get to that conflict, and that conflict, there's no build up to it. And this is what I really like about screenplays, especially about Malayalam films, that there is no build up when you introduce a conflict, which felt so real, and the audience just did not anticipate that the very next scene is going to be a turning point in the screenplay, so to say. So I think that was something that was really refreshing and really nice, and it's consistently been nice in Malayalam films. The conflict that I'm saying is, when the child, the daughter, gets hospitalized due to food poisoning, and then cut to the entire sequence of she wanting to sell off her gold chain, only to find that it is fake first of all, and then to just to find the bill only to get conned again in the jewelry store. I think that entire sequence, I think, is very well penned, and it makes you really angry. It makes you angry as to how what level a person can fall to, or an organization in this case, or a store in this case, can fall to. It just shows that the poor are, of course, they are oppressed, and the rich get richer. But then we live in a democracy, and best thing about being in a democracy is that there's always a comeback. There's always some help that you get in any shape or form, which is exactly what is there in this case. The honest cop that you see at the start, he actually helps out uh, the the protagonist that is there, and she so that, I think, that portion again was, I think, quite refreshing to see, and that was the exciting part, to when the screenplay starts punching up, punching at the authorities. I, however, felt that the ending was a little lackluster. Now, you could argue with the fact that this was a true story, but the onus is always on the writer, to make things interesting, and to put things to perspective, or put it on screen, translate it on screen. I felt the end was a little underwhelming for me. I think, not underwhelming wouldn't be the right word. I think it was too simple for me. Prior to the ending that was there, that entire 20, or I think it was a 15 to 17 minute, or roughly 20-minute chase sequence that was there, I think that was really exciting, and that was fun to witness. and the entire sequence was so well written, that it kept the audience at the edge of the seat, and it was really exciting. Um so overall, the screenplay was pretty good. It also had elements of mythology that drawing parallels to it. Also, the commentary, the commentary that was there, which was passed very cleverly through the news channels. In the background, it was automatically being sent, which acted as a catalyst. It was a vital cog in the screenplay. I can all say that. So these were the elements that I really liked. These were the smaller elements that I really liked in the screenplay. But coming to the technical aspects, I think the dialogues were really powerful, and it did create an impact. The music was good. It maybe could have been better. I don't know. It may could have been a little better. I felt. Also, I like the way the music was used as a mythological metaphor. To just to draw parallels and just to underline that aspects of mythology. I really liked that point. The BGM was good. It was scintillating. It kept you on your toes. The cinematography was pretty decent as well. The direction by VK Prakash was actually pretty good. He made sure that he did not waste any time, and he constantly kept you at the edge of your seat and was constantly making that adrenaline flow through you. So the 2 hours, the less than 2 hours, slightly less than 2 hours, just went off like a breeze. So that was perfect. Uh, and after that, the performances, I think the performances really were good. I think Saiju Kurup, as the nagging but caring husband, you can say, was really good here. I think Vinayakan, I watched him in the Malayalam film Pada as well, and I think he's a phenomenal actor, although I think he's underrated. And as a no nonsense cop and a honest cop, I think he did a fabulous job here. He was absolutely brilliant. But the show belonged definitely to Navya Nair, who I believe I was reading about her, and there were comments that she's come to the screen again after decades. So that's a very long time. But I think she is the soul of the film. The vulnerability that she brings to a character just makes you root for her that much more. And at certain times, you really empathize with the character, but there is a certain sequence in which everyone around her is panicking, and she has to keep her calm and to uh, hold her nerve basically. And I think that she really did well in that scene. And she's the life of the film. The entire sequence that was the chase sequence, or the one prior to that, the entire build sequence that I would call it, I think that was really well done. So I think, do I recommend Oruthee? I definitely do. I think it's a fun watch. It's absolutely fire. I think the ending could have been a little better. I think that is one, I think, drawback that I have from the film. Music also may have been slightly more better, but other than that, I think it's fabulous. And I do recommend this film. And thank you, Chaco, once again for recommending. If you'd like to read my full review, then it's on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. If you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Let me know what you thought about the film in the comment section, and let me also know any other films that you would want me to discuss. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the details are in the description box below. So then, thank you for your continued support, and until next time, thank you so much.